All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeft TV. Be ready for some high-speed action tonight. Step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to Sachsenring. This is TurnLeft TV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. The final race of the season of the DTM 2019 here at IndyCar Brasil NASCAR Hotel. A 40-minute race at Sachsenring. What a challenging track it is. It's been a great season, man, and I have a feeling this race is going to be no different. Stay tuned, boys and girls. It's going to be live right here on TurnLeft TV. Who's going to take home the championship? I think I know. You're going to have to find out by watching it right here on TurnLeft TV. Well, it's Sachsenring, boys and girls. I've never been on this track, but man, this thing looks like a challenge. These guys are up for it, I know. Great racing going on here tonight. Stay tuned. All right, thanks for joining us here on TurnLeft TV. Man, we got a great one for you tonight here in the DTM 2019 season. Race number 6, the final race of the season here. Finishing it out right at Sachsenring. Right now, these guys, I believe, are in the qualification session. So far, showing 8 drivers here. I suspect we're going to have a few more here. We had 10 here early on, I believe. Oh, man, look who's joining us in the chat here. We got JJ joining us, Jair Oliveira, and also Thomas Comerford joining us here. Superman! Bringing the heat here at, on the chat session. Think of the music. Hey, I pick all that music out. Man, we'll take a look at the point standings here at coming into Sachsenring. I'll let the cat out of the bag there, but Edelson Carnero's got a pretty comfortable lead coming into tonight. Thiago França within striking distance. I'm just not sure, man. You know, if he's got enough, he's going to have a really perfect race there And Edelson's going to have a lot of trouble there for him to have a shot. Edson Luis shown in the 3rd position. Elder Mueller is in 4th. Wilson Rashid, 5th position. Julio Caligari, you see him in 6th. Alessandro Barcelos and Benor Silva tied for the 7th position. Carlos Leite in 9th. And rounding out the top 10 is Neto Vidal. And we'll take a look at the track here at Sachsenring, located in, I can't even pronounce it, Germany. Hohenstein-Ernsthal, Germany. 3.7 kilometer, 14-turn road course. The thing that typifies this, when I got on this track, I noticed that elevation changes and turns combined, and that spells, for me, a very tough night. But these guys, very experienced road course drivers here, should be a great one for them. And I'm sure they're up for the challenge, but Sachsenring definitely going to be a very, very challenging track. I would say, I think this is probably the most challenging track of the 6 tracks that we've seen this year. We'll take a look at where we have been this year. There's Hockenheim starting it out right, man. Great road course there in Germany. Misano, a little Italian road course there. A little night race action at that one. That was a fun one. Slovakia Ring, great road course. Red Bull Ring was a lot of fun as well. And Spa, I would say my favorite road course of all of them on the schedule here. And then finishing it out right here at Sachsenring tonight. It's been a great race season. I've enjoyed broadcasting every single one of these races, and I look forward to doing some more DTM races for these guys. So it's been a fun series, a fun season here in the qualification session right now. You see Edson Luis, the top time there, 1:11.872. Time. Edson Carnero is shown 2nd. Benor Silva currently 3rd on the grid. Elder Mueller is 4th. Thiago França shown in the 5th position. Jose Carvalho in 6th. Carlos Leite is 7th. And they were giving me a hard time about not being able to pronounce Jose's name, man. I'm trying, bro. I'm trying. Sync up our replay here just a little bit. Looks like we're good to go here. Neto Vidal having a little bit of a challenge right there in that turn, so that helps us out to sync a few things up. Tonight's race is brought to you by IndyCar Brazil. Man, they are so supportive of TurnLeft TV. Thanks so much to Sullivan, and I want to say my heart and my thoughts and my prayers go out to you and your family tonight. Sullivan, I'm going through a tough time here. Couldn't be with us tonight, but I know I speak for all the guys here at IndyCar Brazil and all the fans of IndyCar Brazil. When we say, our thoughts and prayers are with you and your family at this time, and we hope to see you back soon. I want to say thank you so much for coming out to the YouTube channel and supporting TurnLeft TV. 244 subscribers, man. Just can't believe it. Just amazing. Feel very, very blessed that people would come out and watch the channel. Had nothing but great support, compliments, and good constructive criticism to help me get better and better and better at this. But if you like what you're seeing, please hit the thumbs up button in the video itself. And if you haven't subscribed, I encourage you to do so. You can also share these videos with your friends through your Facebook page, through your Twitter feed, Discord channel, however you like to share YouTube videos. Definitely throw them out there, let people know what's going on here at TurnLeft TV. And then if you're interested in giving a little bit more, you can always hit the donate button up in the banner there and send a donation through PayPal. Take a look at the side-by-side, make sure that bad boy's working. Looks like it is, man. All right. Looks like we're good to go there. Make sure the ugly cam is working tonight here. So peace from TurnLeft TV and Heath Johnson. I just got finished with the track meet tonight. Congratulations to the boys and girls for winning the track meet. Good to see them doing well. What a beautiful night for a track meet. Not too hot, not too cool. Just right, nice and sunny. And rushed right home, got things ready to go, and I think we're ready to go here tonight, and should be a good race. And again, thanks for joining us here tonight. So it looks like Edson Luis is our top qualifier. Edgelson Carnero starts in the second position. Benor Silva is going to start third. Elder Mueller fourth. Tiago Francis starting in the fifth position. Miguel Braga sixth. Jose Carvalho starting in the seventh position. Carlos Leite eighth. Jair Oliveira ninth. And Neto Vidal is going to start in the 10th position. We've got a little bit of a warm-up session here. About 5 minutes in the warm-up session, and then we're going to make it happen here for 40 minutes at Sachsenring. Hey, coming up tomorrow night will be a Palm Springs Speedway in the Ironman Racing Series. It's race number 3 in that second season of 2019 for them. 107 laps from Palm Springs, and I absolutely love this track. You do not want to miss this race. There's a tire rule in that series, too, and we had a huge field last week. I think we had 26 drivers out. A couple of guys here that are racing tonight were racing in that as well. I know Sandro Kelmer, although he's not racing tonight, he was there. Tiago Franza was there as well. Jose Carvalho raced in that as well. So definitely check that out. You got a little bit of a crossover here from some of the guys racing there on a Wednesday night, throwing their hats in on a stock car race. But the tire rule is a very interesting deal with that series. You get 12 tires throughout the course of the race. It's up to you how you use those tires, and it definitely adds in some strategy there. So you definitely want to check that race out. That's coming up tomorrow night right here on TurnLeft TV at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Elber Mueller here in the 0-2, getting some laps into the warm-up session. About 3.5 minutes left. Also posted on YouTube last night's race from Talladega Super Speedway. NASCAR Total did a 60-lapper there. It was race number 10 in the Monster Cup 2019 season. What a great one, man. You definitely want to check that one out. That's on YouTube for you to check out at your leisure. Next week, those guys are going to be at Dover, the Monster Mile. Just 3 races to go in that series. You got Dover, Pocono, and Watkins Glen. Those 3 races in that stock car series. And I tell you, the battle's heating up in that series as well. So pretty tight points battle. So we'll see how Dover, the Monster Mile, that high banked monster or that high banked concrete oval, definitely a challenging track. So expect some high drama next week in NASCAR Total's Monster Cup 2019 season. I'm going to get about 2 minutes left here to go before we get the command to start the engines. Drive the formation lap, and these babies start from a standing start right on the front stretch. And it is going to be a barn burner right down into turn 1. See Edders Magel joining us. Good to see Edders Magel out here tonight. I want to thank everybody for joining us here on TurnLeft TV. I'm your host, Heath Johnson. Yeah, that's my car right there. I did a little Vans paint scheme in the Audi that I raced in a previous season here with these guys. Little Jack's Donuts, little Vans, off the wall, little Pizza King, TurnLeft Motorsports, TurnLeft TV, some good sponsorship there. All those sponsors near and dear to my heart. Looks like Eldon Mueller here is pulling that car into the pits. About 37 seconds left. We're going to call that a straight up 30 seconds now. Well, last week, man, Edelson Carnero got a big win at Spa-Francorchamps. Qualified first and led 17 of 17 laps there at that famed course in Belgium. Congratulations to him. Big win for Edelson, and really helping solidify his points lead here. He's in a pretty safe position right now, I think, but what a great race for him. In the rain, man, just a flawless race. Well, we'll see how that race goes for him tonight here at Sachsenring. All right, boys and girls, it's that time. It's race number 6, the DTM 2019 season here at IndyCar Brazil. This is Sachsenring, a 40-minute race. Thanks so much for joining us. Edson Luis starting on the pole here tonight. So the 04 of Edson Luis will be our pole sitter here tonight. The 09 of Edelson Carnero starts in the 2nd position. Pinor Silva in the 87 car is going to start in 3rd. Elder Mueller in the 02 car starts in the 4th position. In 5th is the 8th car of Thiago França. Starting in the 6th position is the 10 of Miguel Braga. Starting in the 7th position is Jose Carvalho. That BMW, that 99 car, Sinister Racing Machine. Starting in the 8th position is the 54 of Carlos Leite. Starting in the 9th position is the 17 of Jair Oliveira. Starting in the 10th position is the 21 of Neto Manal. And starting in the 11th position is that Jack Daniels Racing Machine, the 82 of Edders Magel. All right, these guys are going to come around and get into their little parking spots. And they start from a standing start. Should also mention tonight there is a mandatory pit stop here. So These guys have to at least pit one time. And I don't think they have to change any tires, but they got to take on a little bit of fuel, as I understand it. All right, boys and girls, as they pull into their parking spots here, their starting positions, their stalls, whatever you want to call those things. Going into turn one is going to be a mad dash here. You just got to be really, really careful here. These guys starting to get into their spots here. Look like I would have a little bit of trouble there on some of those guys here. So here we go, man. Getting ready to make it happen here. 40 minutes at Sachsenring. All right, mad dash into turn one. Look at that edge of Carnero. He's actually going to have the preferred position there on the inside line. Through turn one, and Benno Silva swinging that car wide. So far, so good, man. This is a, like I said, a challenging track here. These guys coming around those elevated and pretty sharp turns. The 09 of Edgelson Carnero is the race leader. Edson Luis shown in the second position. Oh, good battle here, man. Edson Luis making a run here on the 09 car. Man, look at that. That 04 is set up right now. He is intent on taking the race lead here. He's just got the preferred position right now. Oh, man, that 04 gutsy move right there into the turn, and he takes over that spot. What a good pass there by the 04 car, Edson Luis. Where the Neto Vidal might have come around here a little bit. Neto Vidal in that 21 car. It looks pretty good right there. Looks like he's gotten that thing sort of straightened out there. Not sure there was any problems there from my perspective here. We'll see if we can't get a look at any potential issues that Neto Vidal may have had. We see him coming up at turn and just sort of swinging out a little bit wide there, getting it into the grass. And oh, he does loop it around a little bit. Good heads-up move. Behind him, Jose Carvalho getting by. But he really gets that car back around and faced in the right direction. My gosh, man, he really didn't lose that many spots, just 2 spots there. So what an incredible recovery there by the 21 car. My heavens. Thiago France here in the 8 car. Oh, man, look at that. Miguel Braga gets off track into the kitty litter there, and Thiago France makes a pass. Good pass there. Jair Oliveira here in the 17 car. Getting around Edders Megel, who's off in the kitty litter there a little bit, and gets back out on track. Good job there, but the 17 car picks up that position now up to the 10th spot. Hey, wow, man, this 04 is hooked up tonight. He just looks like he is just set up. Look at this. Look at this around the island. Not even sure what you call that an island. That is a tight turn right there. So those guys navigating a very difficult part of the race course here. But Edson Luis is just hooked up right now, but he is not able to really open up a huge gap here on Edgelson Carnero in the 09 car. Take a look at the 87 car. Benno Silva running in the 3rd position right now. He is within striking distance. On board here with him as he looks ahead at the 09 and the 04. These guys running 1-2. See how, like I said, the elevation changes and the turns really are a lot to deal with here. And experienced road course drivers know that they got to really pay extra attention here, but these guys, fantastic road course drivers here. Oh, I suspect not going to have too many problems. Neto Vidal in that 21 car here, running in the 7th position. I think Miguel Braga might have spun that car around again here. We'll take a look at Miguel Braga in the 10. He's had some issues again. You see him off the course here and spins that car around. And, oh, a little bit of contact right there. But, hey, I tell you what, he's not too bad off. Didn't lose any body parts there. That's good. But loses a couple positions. So the 10 car back out on track. He is now shown in the 9th position. Elder Mueller here has picked up a position. This is that pass for the 3rd spot. You see Bernard Silva gets off track right there. So Bernard Silva has spun that car around. We'll take a look here. This is the 87. He gets off into that kitty litter a little bit and just cannot seem to get out of that grass and loops his car around. But fortunately for him, he doesn't get into the tire barrier or the wall, but he does lose a position. So he's now back to the 4th spot. Hedders Magel here having some challenges trying to hold on to that machine. Right now, he is shown in the 11th position. What a tough break there for him. He's not gotten into it or anything, but definitely got that car pointed in the wrong direction here. Thiago França here shown in the 5th spot in that 8 car. He's about 15 seconds off the pace. Just behind him is the 99, Jose Carvalho. He is shown in the 6th position, 22 seconds down right now. It's a pretty tight battle there, I think, for the race lead. Edson Luis, Edelson Carnero within a second of one another. But Edson Luis is showing some muscle here tonight. As we go back here and look at Carlos Leite in that 54. Now this battle's pretty tight right here. This is Carlos Leite and also Miguel Braga battling for position. This is for the 7th spot as Carlos Leite in that white car, that Mercedes, not got the preferred line here coming into the turn. Miguel Braga has that inside line and is going to pick up that spot. So Carlos Leite now back to 8th. Miguel Braga picks up that spot and moves up to the 7th position. So good pass there for the 10 car. You remember the 10 car there looped that car around there early on and was able to get that thing back out on track and appears to be doing pretty well here. Now up to 7th. Jair Oliveira here. Oh, he overshoots that turn, and he is into the tire barrier there. Oh, he's got big-time damage. He's lost a tire. So tough break there for Jair Oliveira. My heavens, man. We didn't even get a good look at that because that was behind the daggone the hill there on that camera view, and you see that tire there rolling across the track, and he has got major damage. He's retired that machine. Tough break there for Jair Oliveira. Go back up here and look at Edson Luis as the race leader in that 04 car. Pretty solid night here so far for him. He is showing some muscle and really starting to open up a lead on Edelson Carnero. He's up to 3 seconds ahead. Elder Mueller is in the 3rd spot. That's a pretty tight battle there. Elder Mueller and Bernard Silva starting to tighten up here. 87 in that yellow car there, and Elder Mueller in that red and white car. So this battle's starting to heat up here a little bit between the 02 and the 87. Now the 87 looped that car around. The 02 got by him. Now the 87 looks like he's got his feet back underneath him here and starting to maybe close back in on Elder Mueller. Just behind there is Ben Silva in that yellow BMW. That is a tight battle. This is the battle for third. Elder Mueller in the third position, then at 02, and Ben Silva in the fourth spot in that 87 car. Good tight battle right here. I'll tell you what, Ben Silva just wears you down. He is always one that, you know, he has a little bit of an issue in the race and he just comes back. On board here with Ben Silva as he's running behind Elder Mueller. He's just looking for an opening here. Any mistake, any little bit of an opening here, and that 87 car is going to be there. But Elder Mueller has had a lot of good races, man. He is just a solid race car driver. Another one of those guys that just seems to be able to battle back from adversity. And oh, I tell you what, man, it's starting to heat up right there. Starting to heat up here through the S's. See what I mean about these elevation changes and turns at the same time? Oh, it's tight right there. Man, we got a tight battle. This is for the third position. Here, 29 minutes to go. Been racing a little over 10 minutes, and it seems like we've been racing for a couple hours here, man. These guys are going at it. See Elder Mueller there open up a little bit of a gap. It looked like in that really tight section of the course that Ben Silva may be a little bit better than Elder Mueller, but in the stretched out, the corner of the straight portion, that really fast portion of the course, it looks like the 02 may have the advantage. So this is really the tight battle on the track right now. I will say that it's a fairly tight battle here between the race leader, Edson Luis, who is, he was 3 seconds ahead of Edgelson Carnero here just a little while ago, and that battle has tightened up there as the 09 starting to run down the 04 here. So this is a battle for the lead. 04 of Edson Luis is our race leader. Edgelson Carnero is in second. And then a tight battle back here for the third position. We've just got a couple great battles going on right now. And I know what that means. You know what that means, folks. Yep. You want it, you got it. That's side by side. This is exactly why we do this, man, so you can show those two battles at the same time. So up in that top left box there, that view, you got the battle for the lead, and then you got the battle for the third position down there on the lower right. Not missing any action here. Unless we got a third battle I got to try to focus on. And I'm going to have to get a third screen. This is what you want, man. This is what you want at a road course. You want these tight battles here. Turn by turn. You got to just hit your marks. Don't worry about the other guy. I tell you what, that battle for third place is really starting to tighten up there. Ben Silva hounded Elder Mueller again. And again, that's through that winding portion of the course, that little slower portion of the course. It just looks like Ben Silva is a little bit better through that area, but Elder Mueller, again, it looks like he is better through the faster part of the course. See, Ben Silva gets off track there just a little bit and opens up somewhat of a gap on the 87 car. Good battle right there. Two good battles going on in this track right now. Edson Luis took the race lead early. Look at this battle here. It is tightening up in that third position. Benor Silva down on the inside line. Uh-oh. 87. Putting a little pressure on this 02. Look at that. He is all over the back of that 02. A little bit of contact there. Woo, boy. That is a great battle. Benor Silva putting a little fender, a little bumper to that 02 car. My heavens. Just to let him know, hey, I am here. Elder Mueller said, I see you. I'm not rattled. I got this. And this is the kind of racing we've just seen all season long. You see, there's that windy portion of the course there, and I'll tell you, the 87 car closing back in. Coming down the front stretch. Across the start-finish line here, and 87 trying to peeking on the low side again. Man, he gets a second little run right there, that 87. Just cannot seem to pull off the pass. Going back here and looking at this battle. That 87 car is hounding that 02 right now. On board here with Benor Silva as he is all over the back of this 02. Watch this, man. This is going to tighten up here and just make a run at this 02 car. What a tough track. You've just got to be up on the wheel. You cannot lose your concentration at this track. I mean, this thing will just reach out and bite you. Elevation changes, kind of looping turns. A very, very challenging track here as we're on board here with Benor Silva, who is running in the 4th position. Take a look at Carlos Leite, indicating he may have had some trouble here. He's gotten off track here. Oh, and he spins that car. And oh my gosh, hard contact there for Carlos Leite in that 54. Very, very hard contact, right side contact into the wall. And he has got a lot of damage to that car he's going to have looked at. So missing the doghouse on that car as the 54 loops that car around. And man. Going to go on board here with Benor Silva, man. We were away, and Benor Silva said, hey, get back over here. About ready to lay another bumper on this guy. Elder Mueller not fazed. Most guys would be rattled, but that 02 car just ahead seems to be hold and serve right now. Those guys having a good battle here for the 3rd spot. The 87 making a run at him down the front stretch here. Oh, he might have inside position here as they get to this turn. The 87 now has a fender. The 02 loops that car around. Oh my gosh, man. I don't know if he missed a shift, but that car broke loose on him. And now Benor Silva gets around. Take a look here. Watch this coming into the turn here. I don't know, man. It looked like the 02 up on the outside there. He just breaks loose and spins that car. But good news for him is he gets right back out on track and going. But tough break there for Elder Mueller as he now gives up the 3rd position. Take a look at that Neto Vidal here in the 21 car as he's going to get by Carlos Leite. Who's got all kinds of damage there in that 54 car. So the 21 of Neto Vidal now up to the 8th position. Take a look at the 02 here. Elder Mueller now running in 4th. That's it. That's it. Benor Silva, man. He just waits for you to make a mistake. Nothing he did anything. He didn't do anything wrong there. I mean, he just kept hounding the 02, just would not go away, and just waiting for an opportunity to try to get by. Probably realized, I think, hey, these are the portions of the course that I'm a little bit faster, and I'm just going to be patient and hope for maybe a mistake or an opportunity to be able to take the race lead. Oh, man, I'll tell you what, the 04, did you see him get off track right there? That thing was airborne. The 04 did not hit that very well, and it looks like that's going to allow the 09 to close in here. So the 04 of Edson Luis, our race leader, has now got a whole lot of that 09 car. On a tight battle right there. Looking out at the back of Edson Luis's car, you see Edgelson Carnero, and Thiago Franza has made a pit stop here. He's coming back out on track. Man, that 04 really did not have a very good turn there on that last lap, and scrubbed off a lot of speed, and the 09 was right there, but he seems to have gathered that back up and now opened that gap a little bit there on the 09 car. So the 04 and the 09, man, these guys are really just the class of the field right now. Look at that, a little bit different entry point there for the 09, and he gets through that. See, that's the portion of the track right there where the 04 had a little trouble here, preferred position. Oh, man, the 04 chops him a little bit. Closes the door. 04 there of Edson Luis. And he's coming into the pits here, so the 04 making his mandatory pit stop. Here, 19:05 left. And that's going to hand over the race lead to Edgelson Carnero in the 09 car. Take a look at Jose Carvalho with that 99. He is now taking over the 4th position. Elder Mueller coming down pit lane here. So Elder Mueller has pitted that car. Miguel Braga and Jose Carvalho have gotten by. So now Elder Mueller is shown in the 6th position. So Jose Carvalho right now running in 4th. Take a look at him here in this 99 car. So Jose Carvalho about a minute down right now in the 4th position. Miguel Braga is about minute 4, so a 4-second gap there between the two of those guys. Miguel Braga in 5th. Elder Mueller now in the 6th position. He's made his pit stop here, so he's good to go the rest of the race. And look who's making a pit stop here. Our race leader, the 09, Edgelson Carnero. He has made that pit stop. Now coming back out on track. Edson Luis gets by, so the 09 back to the 2nd position again. And Edson Luis back to the race lead. Look at that, man. That's just, these guys both make pit stops on different laps, and they come out and they are virtually exactly the way they were when they both decided to peel off there and come down pit lane. And that's just, that speaks to how spot on you have to be. Really, either one of these guys, if you're going to try to beat one of these guys, which I ain't gonna be doing it. If you're going to try to beat one of these guys, you got to be spot on. Not spot on just on the track, but also with your pit stops as well. The 04 now has about a 2nd lead over Edgelson Carnero. Ben Silva shown in the 3rd position. Elder Mueller is 4th. And we got some more pit stops here. Jose Carvalho and Miguel Braga both on pit lane. As you see Miguel Braga coming back off pit lane, back onto the track. Take a look at Thiago Franza here at the A car. He is shown in the 5th position. About a minute 6 down right now. Ben Silva coming off pit lane here, so that 87 car making his pit stop here. He is shown in third. So good solid pit stop there for Ben Silva. Showing Thiago França up in that upper left frame. Shown in the 5th position. Take a look at the 99 car here. Oh, he's overshooting that turn there a little bit and gets caught into the tire barrier. Oh my gosh, man, the 99, tough, hard lick for that Sinister Racing machine. Losing the doghouse on that, and I would suggest to you that he's going to have to come back down pit lane and get some service done on that car. That car is all beat up right now. Yeah, tough break there for the 99 car. That's what I was saying, man. This track will just reach up and grab you here, sneak up on you. I don't even think it's going to sneak up on you. I just think it's going to reach up there and yank you by the collar. That's how tough this course is. Got to be spot on each and every lap, and we got 14 minutes left to go. Edson Luis has a 2-second lead over Edgelson Carnero. Ben Silva is shown in the 3rd position. Elder Mueller is 4th. Thiago França is in the 5th position, and Neto Vidal is 6th. And that battle here is pretty tight here. This is Neto Vidal in that 21 car. And just out of the front of his car, you see Thiago França running in the 5th position. So that's a good battle there going on right now. As the 21 car here starting to close in on that 8 car. Again, this is for the 5th spot. As Neto Vidal, watching him, he's running in 6th. Definitely within striking distance there. Any missed turn, just a little bit slower turn than normal, and Neto Vidal is there. Thiago França running in the 5th spot right now. He has got to be spot on. I'm sure he is well aware of who he's got behind him. Neto Vidal has closed the gap here pretty significantly. Oh, look at that. There's that mistake you're looking for. The 8 car gets off track right there, makes a little bit of a mistake, and the 21 car gets by. Thiago França, man, he made just a little bit of miscalculation on that turn, got off track, and the 21 pounced. Good move there by the 21, patient. And the thing to do if you're the 8 car here is just be patient here. Just drive the track, and you're going to see possibility of being able to get that spot back. And you've got to understand these guys that are in the race lead are right there on your door right now. We're on board here with the race leader. This is Edson Luis. He wants to get around the 8 car as quickly as he can. So the 8 car gets the blue flag, and he gets by, and he wants to try to open up as much a gap as he possibly can. Edgelson Carnero is just behind, so we're on board here with our race leader, Edson Luis. Now he's trying to get by the 21 car, and he does. So a blue flag there for the 21 as our race leader, the 04 of Edson Luis, and 2nd place car, Edgelson Carnero, get by. But if I'm Edson Luis, I'm thinking I want to try to get by. Oh no! Uh-oh. Oh, I think I saw the 09 car slide that car around sideways here, and I'm going to have to take a look at this the old-fashioned way, I think. Watch this. Sorry about to get to a little bit of it. Watch this, mate. I think he gets sideways here through the turn. There he is. He's sideways. Man, how'd he hang on to that car, the 09. What a great move there. But definitely cost him a little bit of time there. Tough break for the 09, but still in the 2nd position. He's just lost a little bit of time to Edson Luis. And I knew I saw that. We are on top of it, boys and girls. As the 04 of Edson Luis leading the field here, getting through some lap traffic, has a almost a 4-second lead over Edelson Carnero. And I'll tell you what, man, the 09 is probably a little rattled there. Almost looped that car around. Take a look at Carlos Leite here running in the 54 car. He is right now in the 8th position, shown 2 laps down. Want to get a good finish here tonight. I want to say thanks so much to Carlos Leite for translating last night in that Monster Cup season. It's been a while since I've seen him up in the booth, lending his expertise, but always good to talk to Carlos Leite. Look at Miguel Braga here. He is running in the 7th spot. Right now, Miguel Braga is shown 1 lap down. Had a little bit of a battle there early on. Kind of looped that car around and got back up there, but right now running in 7th at Mercedes. Thiago França right now running in the 6th position. He's also 1 lap down. And then our last car that's 1 lap down, I should say our first car 1 lap down, is the 21 of Neto Vidal. So we got 4 cars on the lead lap, and the tail end of those 4 cars is the 02 of Elder Mueller. And now he is about 1:06 down. He is almost in a position to lose a lap here. Kind of get an idea of where he's at and where the race leader's at. So there he goes, and then shortly here you're going to see the race leader. Goes Carlos Leite, and I suspect you're going to see race leader here. There you go, Edson Luis coming around the turn, and then there's Edelson Carnero. So again, our race leader, and we'll see him coming around the turn here, and then shortly is the 2nd place car of Edelson Carnero. The 04 here in command. He's got a 3.5-second lead with just 8 minutes left to go. You got to be on the ball here. Johnny on the spot here. If you lose your concentration just one little bit, this thing's going to get away from you. But don't forget about Edelson Carnero. His guy has been spot on this season. And he is one that just sort of chips away, and waits for you to make a mistake. And, you know, something to think about here as now the race leader here starting to come up on some lap traffic here. You've got Carlos Leite just ahead. I believe that's who that is. Yeah, that's who that is. There we go. Thank God for the tab key. Oh, right there's that little bit of a bobble right there that you, a little dangerous. Definitely has the potential to slow you up here a little bit. He's able to get through. You know, and don't forget that Edelson Carnero is going to navigate the same lap traffic that Edson Luis does. The Edelson Carnero searching for a different line there, just any advantage he can possibly get. How these guys drive those tracks this fast, I have no idea, man. Now trying to make this pass here, and Carlos Leite backs off there, gives him a lot of room. And again, good savvy driving there, very polite, courteous driving there by Carlos Leite. Miguel Braga here in the 10 car. Oh man, looks like Thiago França has come around. Take a look and see what happened to Thiago França. Again, gets off into the kitty litter right there. Oh, he smacks the wall. Oh, my gosh. That was a hard lick there for him, and he has got all sorts of damage. There's parts and pieces everywhere for that guy. My heavens, that was a hard lick. We're going to go on board here with him. As you see, he gets off in the kitty litter, and he just has nowhere to go. And it smacks that wall, and that car just flies apart right there. And there goes Thiago França. Or Miguel Braga by, sorry about that. And we got parts and pieces, and that car is in big time trouble. Look at that. That thing is a mess right there, and I hope he's okay. He's got He's missing all kinds of parts. Man, that was a tough lick there for him. Again, this is the second place car of Edelson Carnero running in the second position. He's off the track there a little bit, maybe trying to push that car to see if he can't close the gap. But Edson Luis right now, hold and serve. He is about 3.5 seconds ahead of Edelson Carnero. Ben Arsilva shown in the third position. Haven't checked on Ben Arsilva here in a while. That 87 car, he's had a pretty quiet night, but really running in the third position. Pretty solid night here for him. So the 87 car, he's about 46, 47 seconds down right now in third with about 5 minutes left to go. So Edson Luis continuing to open that lead. He's got a 3.8 second lead now on Edelson Carnero. Ben Arsilva shown in the third position. Elmer Mueller is fourth. Neto Vidal shown in the fifth position. Miguel Braga is sixth. Carlos Leite up to the seventh position. Thiago França after that hard contact is now back to the eighth spot. Now you look, Edson Luis here coming up on Elmer Mueller. Now let's not forget, Elmer Mueller is just ahead in the fourth spot. On the lead lap is our second place car, Edelson Carnero's teammate. So we'll see how hard he maintains. And look at that, he gets out of the way right there and says, no, we're going to let you guys race it out. I'm not going to affect the outcome of this race. I'm going to let you have it. That's the blue flag situation there. You got the GTM series and also those GT3 cars. But he does let his teammate earn it. Oh, look at that, man. Edson Luis gets off track right there. Throwing up some grass. So 3.5 minutes left to go. That 04 car does a little Bible here. Now that lead is down to 3 seconds. So Edson Luis and that Mercedes has been spot on all night long, man. He has had a great battle with Edelson Carnero. These guys have been together all night long. Right now, 3 seconds separate them. About 3.5 seconds right now separate 1 and 2. Carlos Leite here picking up a position as you see Thiago França DOA over there on the side. In that overrun area. That car is just all jacked up right now. And I think he's just said, hey, I'm just gonna wait it out and watch the race from that perspective. Get about 2.5 minutes left to go. I'd say we got another lap in us, a pretty good lap in us here as you see down on that overrun area, that car of Thiago França. So we're just a little bit over a minute lap, I believe. And you may end up having another lap here. Definitely going to have another lap here, but I think that'll probably be just about it. We'll see. I tell you, you might get another lap out of this. He's down to 2.4 seconds, man. I'm telling you, this thing is not over. Edelson Carnero is within striking distance. He's down to 2 seconds here. He's making a charge. And I think they probably have another lap in him here. I really do. This is the 09 car. He is on the move, man. He just says, I'm going to give myself a shot here by pulling off this victory here. He's in a position where I think he's probably going to end up winning this championship. I think it's pretty safe to assume. Jump up here and look at Edson Luis, who is the race leader, with just a little over a minute to go. And I'm telling you that, this is, it looks like Edelson Carnero has overshot that turn And that may be exactly what Edson Luis needs. So the 09, it looked like he overshot that turn a little bit. And now Edson Luis has opened up about a 4-second lead. So I think that 09, man, he was just pushing it to the limit. We got one more lap in us. One more lap. It's not over until the fat lady sings, as they say. He's got a 4-second lead, pretty comfortable lead here right now, but any little bobble here, and that 09 car is there. Edson Luis has really had a fantastic race. I have really not seen, other than just maybe getting off on in the grass there just a little bit. I've not seen any problems that the 04 has had. He's had a very solid race here tonight. Just I don't want to say a flawless race, but it has been picturesque. As this is going to be the final lap here, as the 04 of Edson Luis is going to end up picking up this race victory here. And he's had a solid race tonight. And he is going to pick up the race victory. So the 04 of Edson Luis gets a big race win. Congratulations to the 04 car. And the 09 car is going to finish in the second position. But guess what? I believe the 09 is going to be our race champion. So congratulations to Edelson Carnero on a great championship. Just a fantastic run for him. The 04, big race for the 04. Good way to finish out the season at a very, very challenging track. Benor Silva finishes in the third position. Elder Mueller fourth. Neto Vidal finishes fifth. Miguel Braga finishes in the sixth position. Carlos Leite seventh. Thiago França finishes in the eighth position. Jose Carvalho in ninth. Edders Magel finishes 10th. And Jair Oliveira is 11th. So congratulations to the 04 on a big race win for him. He's going to loop around and get a burnout in. Yeah, I love it when I see him do those burnouts. Don't just drive it in the pits, get a burnout in. So good job there for the 04 car. It'll make me chase him around there a little bit. I tell you what, man, I'm a little sad to see this this series end, because it has been just a great, very entertaining series. And let's not forget our champion, the 09 of Edelson Carnero, is obviously going to chase him around for a little bit, but he ends up calling her quits. He's going to go in and get his champagne, I would suspect. So we'll see if we can't get these guys up in the broadcast booth. So a really great race there for Edson Luis, man. He just showed some muscle there early on, really rose to the challenge there with the strength of Edelson Carnero, knowing how tough he was going to be tonight, and just stepped up and had a fantastic race here. So we'll see if we can't get both those guys up in the booth with us. All right, congratulations to Edson Luis on a great race win here at Sachsenring, and really just a flawless race for you. Congratulations.
Parabéns, Edson. Uma vitória incrível, sem falhas, ao que parece, né? Então, parabéns.
Boa noite, Heath. Boa noite a todos aí. Uma corrida muito boa, uma pista é difícil, mas é gostosa de pilotar. E sem erros mais ou menos, né?
Good night, everyone. Good night, EJ. This was a very difficult race and a hard track to drive.
Yeah, it seemed like with the elevation changes and the turns at the same time, it really makes for a very difficult track. And, it seemed like guys, once you come up on them, that they were a lap down, they were pretty kind and getting over it and giving you a lot of room.
Ele fala que as dificuldades da pista, dos altos e baixos aí, que tem subida e descida, com as curvas, ficava meio difícil. Eu só não entendi o finalzinho, mas acho que era sobre os pilotos retardatários.
Não tive problema com retardatários, foram muito solícitos, mesmo porque a bandeira azul aqui é muito curta. Se eles não abrirem, eles vão acabar sendo punidos. Tinha mais alguma coisa? Não lembro agora.
Não. Really, these up and downs were very difficult, and the lap guys was very respectful and opening the track on the blue flags, so was very nice.
Talk about that battle that you had with Edelson Carnero. Even coming into the pits, you guys pitted on different laps, but you came out just as tight, close together as you went in. Talk about how it was battling the 09 car tonight.
Como é que foi a sua batalha com o carro de Edilson? Parece que vocês entraram no pit em voltas diferentes, mas voltaram bem perto aí. Estava bem apertado na hora que vocês voltaram para a pista.
Eu tive que entrar, eu tentei ficar na pista mais um pouco, mas eu dei uma fritada no final da reta e meu pneu ficou quadrado. Eu dei mais 2 voltas tentando me manter, mas o Edilson estava muito colado já e eu tive que parar. Na volta seguinte ele parou, mas eu não sei se ele cometeu algum erro, mas eu consegui retomar a liderança e como eu já estava com o pneu quente eu pude abrir um pouquinho.
Edson was trying to keep himself in the track for more 2 or 3 laps, but he did a hard brake and damaged the tires, so he has to anticipate his pit stop, and Edson was very close, and when he pitted, the 09 comes after him, and when they goes out of the pit, it was very close. It seems that the 09 or Edilson Carneiro make some mistake, and then Edson could keep this gap.
Well, Edson, you took the race lead early on with a very gutsy move into the turn. Was it your strategy to try to get to the race lead as soon as you possibly could, or just to feel like, well, maybe I could just keep hounding the 09 and wear him down a little bit. It just seemed like you were intent on taking the race lead right away.
I'm sorry, Heath. I doesn't understood everything. Can you please repeat?
Yeah, it just seemed like that Edson was very determined to take the race lead with a very, let's say, a gutsy move, very, I don't want to say aggressive, but a very determined move early in the race here to get to the race lead. Was that the strategy going into tonight's race?
Ok. Parece que você, no começo da corrida, estava determinado a permanecer e ganhar a liderança o quanto antes aí e se manter na frente o maior tempo possível aí, sem dar chance pro Edilson ou para os outros. Era essa a sua estratégia mesmo? Avançar o quanto fosse possível?
Era mais ou menos isso. Eu achei que eu estava mais rápido e nem esperava passar o Edilson ali na curva. Ele freou um pouco antes, eu consegui espaço e passei. E a intenção era abrir, mas o Edilson é um monstro de piloto, cara. É difícil abrir. E se ele estiver na frente, ele vai abrir e é difícil buscar.
Yes, actually he doesn't was expecting to get this first position so soon. When he had his opportunity, they take it and trying to open the distance to keep a distance from Edilson, but Edilson is a very fast driver, so he came and this battle was very tight.
Well, congratulations on a very impressive win that I would argue is the most difficult track here in this season. You did a fantastic job and enjoy that race victory. Congratulations on a great season as well.
Então, parabéns, Edson. Ele está dizendo que acha que essa é a pista mais difícil da temporada. Então, parabéns pelo trabalho e pela vitória.
Thank you, RJ. Isso aí é difícil mesmo, mas treinei bastante.
Yes, it was very difficult, but he was training and practicing a lot on this track.
All right, hey, congratulations and enjoy, and we'll hopefully see you again in Victory Lane, maybe in the stock cars.
Parabéns e espero te ver novamente na linha de chegada aí na NASCAR, aí na Stock Car.
Beleza. Quem sabe, vamos ver.
They will try. So that's it. Thank you, AJ.
Oh, thank you, Carlos. We're going to get Edilson Carneiro up here, our champion. But thanks so much for translating. I greatly appreciate it. And again, congratulations.
Do you wanna I bring here?
Yeah, sure. That would be great.
Okay.
Parabéns, Edilson Carneiro, on a great championship in the DTM 2019. What an impressive championship run that you had this season.
Parabéns, Edilson, pelo campeonato, né? Pela vitória no campeonato. Você fez uma temporada muito boa. Então, aí foi impressionante as vitórias que você teve e a forma como você chegou até aqui.
Obrigado, quero agradecer aí a todos, né? Ao Gardena aí também, que quem faz aqui o negócio acontecer, né? E dar parabéns aí hoje, principalmente ao Edson Luiz, né? Nossa, excelente corrida hoje, uma canseira mesmo. É um cara muito bom, que corre muito bem. E esse é o Edson Luiz aí que a gente conhece, né? Da outra temporada que Inclusive a gente disputou ali, ele foi vice, né? Teve alguns problemas aí no começo e campeonato curtinho é assim, né? Se você tiver problema em uma etapa, acaba ficando para trás, mas excelente corrida aí. E com relação ao campeonato, foi isso, né? Eu fui administrando aí, consegui acho que 3 vitórias aí na temporada e não é fácil, né? Assim, quem tá dentro é que vê a dificuldade. Essa pista, por exemplo, muito difícil, mas acabou que deu tudo certo, né? Deu tudo certo, bicampeão da categoria, né? Tava defendendo o título do ano passado. Excelente aí essa categoria, eu gosto muito desse carrinho. E é isso, né? Dá um abraço aí pro Helder também, né? Pra equipe. E vamos pra próxima.
First of all, we want to thanks to Sullivan Gardena, who makes this championship could happen, and congratulate Edson Luis for his win tonight and for all season. He says Edson Luis is a very, very good racer, and he wants to thanks to his teammate Elder Miller, and he said that this is a very short championship, and if you have some troubles in any track, any race, it's more difficult to come back to the top of the championship.
Well, is there any race that really stands out to you this season? It just seems like you had such great battles with not only Edson Luis, but also Ben Silva gave you a really good run as well, and your teammate Elder Mueller was right there with you as well. Is there any race that really stands out to you? Any track that stands out this season where you really felt like, hey, I've got a great shot of winning this championship?
Você teve várias disputas aí durante o campeonato com Edson Luis, com Ben Silva também. Em alguns momentos você teve o Elder Miller para te ajudar. Qual foi a pista, em qual etapa você achou que foi definitiva para você se manter aí e ganhar de fato o campeonato?
É difícil dizer, mas bom, é difícil, bem difícil. Eu acho que assim, eu vinha a primeira etapa, a segunda, a terceira e vinha somando ali, né, tentando me manter bem, mas eu acho que depois da quarta ali de Red Bull, que teve uma vitória, eu fiquei mais tranquilo porque eu sabia que eu tinha condição de administrar, né? Se eu for dizer assim, a corrida mais difícil, eu acho que foi, eu diria Spa, foi muita chuva, mas eu acho que foi de Red Bull para frente que eu consegui administrar essa etapa hoje mesmo. Eu vim, mas eu sabia que o mais importante do que a vitória era terminar a corrida, né? Para não dar um revés aí, não acabar abandonando e perdendo o título. E é isso. Eu achei que foi muito boas todas as etapas. Mas se eu tivesse que dizer assim, onde eu parei realmente para administrar, foi lá em Red Bull Ring depois da vitória.
Okay, he's saying there was a very difficult championship and all the tracks were very difficult, especially in Spa when we raced under the rains. But when it comes to Red Bull Ring, he could administrate the difference, the gap and the points to the other guys. So this is a very, very difficult championship, and he was very calm after the Red Bull Ring.
Well, hey, congratulations to you on a fantastic championship. I know you're also in the championship hunt there in the NASCAR series, the stock cars as well. It just seems like everywhere you go, you're in contention to win a race and compete for the championship. Very difficult season here in the DTM's 2019 season, and you did a fantastic job. Congratulations to you and that team there. I know you want to send a shout out to Elder Mueller on his help as well.
Parabéns de novo pelo campeonato. Parece que quando você disputa qualquer tipo de corrida aí, seja a NASCAR Series lá com os carros da Stock ou aqui mesmo na DTM 2019, você tem feito um bom trabalho junto com o Elder Miller aí, o pessoal da sua equipe. Então, parabéns novamente.
Eu que agradeço aí, né? Agradeço a todos, agradeço aí também, né, ao AJ pela transmissão. E o Elder realmente faz a diferença, né? Assim, faz a diferença ele correndo junto aí na equipe. A gente troca muita informação, treina bastante também, passa algumas informações que são importantes na corrida. E é isso. Eu acho que é um excelente companheiro de equipe. E parabéns aí pra ele também, né? Eu acho que ele foi quarto aí no campeonato, tendo tido problema nenhum, ele poderia ter terminado melhor também. E é isso.
Okay, thank you all. Thank you again to his teammate Elder Miller, who helped him during all the season, and his teammate Elder have some troubles during this championship. Anyway, congratulations to him for his 4th place on this championship, and thank you AJ for broadcasting again. An excellent job you do here for us with your transmission and your comments. Thank you for all your support.
You're more than welcome. I enjoy it, and thanks for letting me broadcast these races. I want to send my well wishes and my thoughts and prayers to Sullivan Gardena and his family at this time. And I want to say thanks so much for him for introducing me to you guys. I really feel like although I'm the Yankee, the odd duck in terms of being the American and the English-speaking guy, but I really feel like a part of the family there, and I can tell you guys are a really tight group, and I'm glad I'm part of it. So thanks so much.
We thank you. Só para comentar então que o AJ está falando sobre o Gardena, oferecendo suas condolências também pelo momento que o Gardena está passando agora com a sua família, mas se sente também aqui uma pessoa muito bem-vinda, então ele gosta do nosso grupo por isso. That's it.
All right, man. You take care, and we'll see you on Monday night in the Stock Car Series at Dover.
Oh yeah, we see there. Thank you, and
right.
Good night.
Good night. All right, that is Carlos Leite for doing some translating for us. Thanks so much to Carlos Leite. Edgelson Carnero coming up here and joining us on a great championship for him. Really was a very fun season for me. I really was intent. Sullivan had mentioned that he sent me the link for the DTM series, and he said, just in case you're interested, and I said, I'd love to broadcast it. And he said, no, if you're interested in driving in it. I said, no, I want to broadcast this thing. I really wanted to change a pace in doing the DTM cars, different types of racing, some road course racing and so forth. And I'm a little, I have mixed feelings. I'm happy that this season is it turned out the way it has, and has been exciting, and really have been very appreciative. But on the other hand, I'm a little sad to see that this season's over with, because it has been so much fun. I've greatly looked forward to coming out and watching these guys drive these cars around these very difficult tracks. And these guys are just fantastic road course drivers. It's been so interesting to see the strategy play out with these guys, and watching the 09 Edgelson Carnero win the championship here. But, just throwing it out there with some of these other guys that have really shown just how impressive they are. I want to mention Thiago França. He's shown a great deal of muscle there. Elder Mueller, of course, just a great gamesmanship with his teammate. You can't take anything away from Benar Silva as well. Edson Luis, man, that guy was just on fire today at this very difficult track. It was just a fantastic series, and I hope that these guys come back and do this series again, and really don't wait too long, because I would like to get back in the broadcast booth and do this series again. This is just a great one. But I want to send out my congratulations to Edgelson Carnero on just an incredible championship. He has proven time and time again that when he comes to a track, he is prepared. There's gonna have to have a lot of practice time, a lot of seat time, as we say, behind the wheel, preparing at a track like Sachsenring. And while he didn't win the race, he was in the second position. It was hard to beat Edson Luis today at that track. But he did what he needed to do all season long to be able to come away with the championship. So very impressive for Edgelson Carnero, and I know he's going to enjoy this one. Well, coming up tomorrow night will be at Palm Springs Speedway for race number 3 in that second season of 2019 in the Ironman Racing Series. 107 laps at Palm Springs, man. What a great track that is. Should expect a lot of fun. The racing starts at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. It'll be live right here on TurnLeft TV. And I cannot fail to mention that there is a tire rule in this series, and it really does add a unique flavor to this series. And I should also mention that, we had a huge field last week, 26 drivers out. This track is a little bit of a challenge. I think it's my favorite track. I really do, as far as ovals are concerned. It is Homestead, so it's Palm Springs in the game, and it really is just an incredibly fun track, at least for me to drive and also to broadcast races from. So I'm excited about tomorrow night. Fixed setup, of course, 107 laps at Palm Springs in the Ironman Racing Series. Coming up on Friday, the High Octane Racing League Bushwhackers Series will be in action at Bristol Motor Speedway at race number 8 in the 2019 spring season. You got 2 50-lap heat races and a 100-lap feature race. And I'll tell you what, now this thing is going to be a slugfest. You're going to see some beating and banging around, some maybe a little bit of laying a bumper on somebody to get them out of the way. You might even see a fight in the infield. You never know what we got going on. We'll throw a little Jägermeister on there with Dan Richter's car. That'll get us in the mood for a little beating and banging around. So definitely want to check that out at Bristol Motor Speedway. 2 50-lap heat races and a 100-lap feature race. If you're interested in getting into some rFactor 2 stock cars and looking for a place to race on a Friday night, this is a good place to jump in, get 2 50-lap heat races under your belt, and then go at it in that 100-lap points race. Practice starts at 7:30 p.m. on Friday Eastern Time, and then racing, that first 50-lap heat race starts about 8:45 here, or maybe about 8:30, 8:45, somewhere around there. Qualifications set for 8:30, so that's coming up on Friday night. And then Saturday night, Bristol Motor Speedway in the High Octane Racing League Saturday Night Thunder. Now this is an open setup league, so you get a tweak on that setup, get to change tire pressures and wedge settings and so forth throughout the course of the race. It's race number 8 in the 2019 spring season. It's the premier series there at High Octane Racing League. And this High Octane Racing League Saturday Night Thunder has been going for 20 years. I've been a member of this particular racing league for 20 years. 250 laps there on Saturday, April the 13th. Racing starts at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. You want to go back and watch a great race, man, check out last night's race, Talladega Superspeedway with NASCAR Total IndyCar Brazil. 60-lapper there in that Monster Cup 2019 season, race number 10. The Superspeedway at Talladega did not disappoint. It was a great race. Check that out on YouTube here on TurnLeft TV. Tonight's race has been brought to you by IndyCar Brazil. These guys do a great job. Sullivan Gardena does just a fantastic job coming up with these great seasons like this in the DTM series, and throwing a lot of different types of racing out there for these guys to compete in. And they do not disappoint, man. They do a great job. It's a fun league to be involved with. And again, I want to send out my shout out to Sullivan Gardena, and my well wishes and thoughts and prayers to him. And hope he gets back with us as soon as possible. Thanks so much for coming out to the YouTube channel and checking out the last race of the DTM 2019 season at Sachsenring. Hopefully you've enjoyed what you've seen. If you like it, please hit the thumbs up button. You can also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. And as I mentioned before, you can share these videos on your Facebook page, on your Twitter feed, through your Discord channel, wherever you can share YouTube videos. Definitely link those up and let people know. Invite them to come out and check out the races. And if you'd like, you can hit the donate button there at the PayPal, on the PayPal button at the banner of this channel. Well, it's been a fun season. Thank you so much for joining us here on TurnLeft TV. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, and again, congratulations to Edson Luis on his race win here tonight at Sachsenring. What an impressive run for him. It really was. And also want to say congratulations again to Edgelson Carnero on a great race championship in the DTM 2019 season. I'm your host, Heath Johnson. It's been my pleasure to bring you the flag-to-flag, turn-by-turn coverage here in the DTM 2019 season. Thanks so much for your support. We'll see you next time. I gotta go to work tomorrow, man. I'll be out of here.